So I want to talk about forgiveness real quick. Most of the time I hear when people say you forgiving others, they really make it seem like it's about the other person. They putting too much energy on another person. This is why people find it hard to forgive. I feel like when most people use this term forgiveness, they are putting too much energy towards releasing somebody else of their accountability. They say that's not what they're doing, but when they continue to put that kind of energy on somebody else, then like forgive the unforgivable, you're putting a lot of energy on another person when they don't deserve your energy, period. Now, one person I listen to describe forgiveness as what you give forth to yourself for your future self. I can kind of see what she's talking about now, because a little bit of work that I've done on myself in the past year, it seems like it set me up for timelines that I otherwise would not have been on had I not put in the work a year ago. You can say that for yourself. It could have been work that you put in a few months ago, put in 2 years ago. Hold on a second. When are they going to turn? I mean, we're going to see it through the whole light. Anyway, I hate when people see a doggone ambulance coming, they keep going, and now anyway. So, you can say that for yourself, that you have done things years ago that have set you up for particular timelines that might not have been there, and life was made a little bit easy for you in this particular time right now because of the work that you might have put in maybe 2 years ago, or even 3 months ago, or even a month ago. So one lady explained forgiveness is giving forth to yourself in the future. And I completely get that now. When I see the work I put in, it set me up for certain things, especially when you have a whole lot against you. And you know what? People can say, what do you have against you? It's in the ethers, because you identify in the ethers. You don't have to be a Beyonce. Okay, you don't have to be famous. You know. But you are identified as something in the ethers. They know who you are. They identified you. Even though you might not know who you are, they are completely aware of who you are, because they're not the ones that's asleep. The most powerful ones are the ones that are in a deep sleep. The ones that's not powerful, they keep trying to keep you suppressed. They're not in a deep sleep. They don't need to be in a deep sleep. You know? So they are fully aware of who you are. But I also want to talk about forgiveness as releasing and not holding on to all of the stuff that happened to you. Now, let me tell you about this world and what I don't like, because it continues to stay in your shadow. And so I just like to just release everything, because we know that this is an illusion. We know that everything is in reverse. We know that everything is a lie, but we know that we are in an illusion, and we really, some of us, know in an illusion. So everybody is not somewhere asleep. Everybody's body is not somewhere asleep. I know mine is. Okay? And so I have to get to a point that I realize my real self is somewhere else, kind of dreaming this whole thing. So my real self, none of this stuff is really happening to. It's happening to my ego. All the stuff that goes on is happening to my ego self. This is the false self right now. The real self is somewhere, laying down somewhere in a chair somewhere, dreaming this whole thing. You know? And so for me, forgiveness also, in addition to what that lady said, in addition to forgiving to yourself, is also releasing everything, because one person said that life is a series of events that never actually happened. I forget what his name was, but he said life is a series of events that never actually happened. It's all basically your brain hallucinating everything. I'm going to talk about that. I want to talk about the possibility of implants. What if your whole life is just implants and nothing really happened? You have memories because of a bunch of implants. Here's why: because you were never born. You were never born. I always say this is death. This is not life. This is death. You were never born. You died. This is death. You died. Some of us died. I don't, because other people's are seeds and programs. I don't know what some other people are, so I can't speak for everybody. I know I can speak for myself. You know, and you died. You weren't born. You died. And you know, so what was I going to say? So basically, I never got older. I never got older. I was never born. Okay, so that means it's a possibility. Is there a possibility that a bunch of memories are implanted in me? Is there all of these memories, all these things I think I'm experiencing from childhood, are they just a bunch of freaking implants? And sometimes your ego create things too. This is in a movie called Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he wanted to go to Mars, but he knew he couldn't physically get there, so he went to this place called Total Recall. I know people don't remember that. It came out in 1990. And he said, so what they'd do is they would put him in this machine where they would implant those memories in him. And literally the whole movie, it just seemed like he was really there. It seemed like he was really there. And the movie went off with him still in Mars. But everything was so real to him. And then towards the end, he said, what if this is a dream? You know, and the lady said, well, kiss me now, okay? Romantic. But this is what I'm saying. Everything was so real to him. When people put on virtual reality type of glasses, the world that they are in looks just like what we see every day. So anyway, that's all I want to say is that a lot of what we think are memories could be implants, and that's the concept of probably forgiveness. Maybe that's what forgiveness is so important, because maybe I have a whole bunch of implants where my brain is making me believe that all this stuff actually happened when it didn't. Maybe that's why forgiveness is so important, to release some stuff that never happened in the first place. Like that guy said, that life is a series of events that never ever happened. He said life is a series of events that never ever happened. Okay? And I want to say this, when I was playing that recording, because I recorded my own voice saying that, and because I get attacked in the ethers, when I played that recording with my own voice, I was attacked so badly that night. You see what I'm saying? So they fucking know it's true. Life is a series of events that never happened. That means this shit is implanted. Everything I think is real is fucking implants. That's why forgiveness is important. I don't like all this energy that people put towards another person. They're putting too much energy into making it seem like it's about another person, when that other person is a fucking program. They're a fucking implant that probably never exists anywhere, even if they're a brown person. Just because somebody brown don't make them authentic, or that doesn't make them organic. It doesn't make them a soul. Okay? So that's why people, it's hard to forgive. Tell the truth, and it'll be easier for people to forgive. People need to learn how to release, because life is a series of events that never happened. So now you cause yourself, you make it hard to rise up or ascend when you're holding on to things that's an illusion anyway. You're holding on to things that never freaking happened. That is the idea of forgiveness, is releasing shit that ain't never happened no way. Okay, the mind is an illusion. The brain, it's an illusion. Okay? And for me, the brain is artificial intelligence, because that's not my original intelligence. For some people, the brain is not artificial, because that is where they were created. But for me, it's artificial intelligence, because my original intelligence is not from this world. So for me, the brain I'm using is artificial intelligence. That's why I fucking keep getting attacked by these motherfuckers. They know who I am, I believe. I don't know if they know who I am, but they know what I'm capable of, and they won't fucking leave me alone. Okay? Females. Well, let me stop. I'm gonna say be careful who you give your energy to. I really feel like it's best not to have sex again or something. You know, I know some women say that because a lot of this stuff is coming from, I'm going to go on and say it, I'm not going to bite my tongue. This stuff is coming from men. It's not coming from every man, I get that, but it's fucking coming from the masculine. because they don't want me rising up. I see them blocking me every chance they get. It's the fucking masculine. That doesn't mean all masculine is bad. But see, this is what women have to keep doing. We have to keep saying something to appease the masculine so their feelings don't get hurt. And I'm sick of that. Because when I talk to females, especially brown women, on my Divine Business channel, when I talk to brown women, I was, a little tough. It's almost like we gotta be soft when we bring up this masculine. I'm gonna tell the fucking truth. It's fucking masculine that's fucking attacking me like this. They don't want me to rise up, and I see them, and I see what color they are. I don't care who gets upset. I'm gonna hold on to my goddamn truth. I'm gonna hold on to my truth because I got a fucking right to it. Nobody's gonna tell me and get their feelings hurt and tell me and start fussing. Motherfucker, I ain't got no reason to pick on nobody because of their gender and their color. I ain't got no reason to do that shit. I'm telling you what I saw. I ain't got no reason. I ain't got nothing to gain from making up no bullshit. I'm not in that doggone bashing shit. I'm not into that. I'm telling you what the fuck is going on. I'm tired of people and their feelings getting hurt. If it's not you, it's not you. There's a lot of women that ain't shit either. There's a whole lot of women that ain't shit either. But see, when I talk about women, they don't get as offended. And I've been very hard, especially on my Divine Business channel, I've been very hard on brown women, a lot. The brown women used to get mad at me. But it's like they can take it. Because brown women are always supposed to be tough, so they were able to take it. But I'm going to tell you, this is fucking men doing this shit. Okay, brown women help though. I've seen a lot in visions where brown women are always helping their ass, and their ass gonna be thrown there. They gonna be thrown the hell away too. And I definitely see a lot of white women. But let me tell you something. A lot of white women, when I see in a vision, they're taking over the bodies of a lot of brown women, and brown women don't realize that shit. That's what that whole concept of Get Out is all really about. You got somebody taking over your vessel, and you don't realize they're doing that. The more they keep lowering your consciousness like that, this bullshit they doing, okay, the more, or you watch stuff and entertained by stuff that's low consciousness, then your self-awareness seems to be suppressed more and more and reduced more and more and more. And it's a lot of white women that's already taking over the bodies of brown women. I saw that with Black China. Okay? So anyway, yeah, so them too, but I'm just saying what I know. But yeah, the whole concept of forgiveness, where I started, is I like what that lady said. This is forgiving to yourself. You do things, you put in the work early, and you create these kind of timelines for yourself by the work you put in. So that's forgiving to yourself. Okay? And then also, because life is a series of events that never happen, it's not worth holding on to because it never happened. So you're releasing it. Forgiveness means to release. I don't like this energy. Forget about another person, because that's a fucking program that's implanted in the doggone brain. It's a hallucination. I don't like all this energy making it about another fucking person. Stop. Like, people need to stop making it about somebody else that's probably just a fucking program. That's not even real. And I'm talking about real in any capacity. I'm not talking about asleep right now as an ego. I'm talking about they not real in any capacity. They ass was created by the fucking computer. Like, don't make forgiveness about something else you don't know who the hell they are. So anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.